Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and today we are going to be taking the next step in deciding how we're going to be taking our bug population, relocating them based on the medicines that they can provide that will help to combat different diseases. We spent a lot of time looking at what the problem was, how we were going to help Dr. Young, and what we were going to be doing to help us make our final decision. And today we take the final step in analyzing and deciding where we'll be sending our bugs so that they don't disappear and go extinct from their island that is sinking. So up to this point, we've taken our Lego bugs and we have identified how they represent different bugs with different features, and those features have unique traits. We've identified the features and traits that they have and the medicines that they provide. And then we've looked at how we've ranked those in terms of importance, what medicines that we need for different diseases based on what those diseases are. And next, we're going to look at the connection we have between the medicine features that our bugs have and the environments that we can relocate them into. We know that Dr. Young can only send our bugs to very specific environments based on different regulations and rules that she has to follow. So we're going to be analyzing the environments that we can send our bugs to help us decide what's the best place to relocate them. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at analyzing different environments and completing our environment table that you see down here. So the different features found within our bug population create the medicine for the different diseases we need, but not every trait and medicine it creates within our population will survive based on the environment we relocate them to. We have to identify the important medicines we want based on the features of our bugs. So now we're going to look at which environment is the right one to relocate them for those traits and medicines. So we're going to analyze the 5 environments and we're going to record them in the very first column. There are 5 specific environments. Arctic is not one. This is just an example to help you see how to fill out the data table. Once we've recorded the 5 environments, we're then going to record the factors that influence their survival, and more specifically, the traits that they need to survive in that environment. We're also going to identify the traits that may lead to them not surviving in that environment based on what we see in the environment itself. And that's how we're going to go about analyzing the data table or the environments and completing the data table. You'll need to make sure that you click on the environment PowerPoint slides so you can analyze the environments themselves. Feel free to research the environments as much as you need, work collaboratively with your groups, and become an expert not only on the environments, but how the environments would affect our population and their traits. Once you and your group have done that, you'll have your recorded data table here with all of your environments, the adaptive bug traits that could survive them, and the non-adaptive bug traits that would be less likely to survive in them. From there, we're then going to take the next step and rank the environments based on which of them are the best for us to have the traits that we need. So we have our bugs, or we have our Legos that represent our bugs with their features and traits. We know the medicines and the medicines that are the most important. And once we've analyzed the environments, we're going to decide which environments are the best and worst for us to send our bugs to. The best and worst need to be based on the medicines that they're going to provide, based on the effects of that environment on the traits and features. So the bugs, their traits, and the medicine they provide are more or less likely to survive some of these different environments based on the factors in those environments. So we have to evaluate the environments and decide the best and worst place to relocate them. So you'll have our 5 environments that we can relocate them in the first column. You're then going to rank them 1 to 5. Obviously, the moon is the worst place to send the bugs. This is just an example. Once you've ranked them, you're going to then give us a reasoning for that. So how are the environments more or less likely to ensure we have the bug traits for the medicines that we need? This is where you need to really begin to pull in your ideas, your evidence based on the traits that we have and the factors in the environment. When you're done, we'll have our 5 different environments that we can relocate them, our ranking, and our reasoning. This will be the first place we record our ideas and thoughts before we give our final recommendation to Dr. Young. Make sure that as we're creating our final ranking system based on our analysis, we're going back and we're looking at those adaptive, non-adaptive traits to help us make our decisions, along with the environments and the factors that they have. If you have questions, need any clarification, remember you can always research as much as you need about these environments and their relocation and the reasoning you need, along with reaching out to me if you have questions. Good luck.